Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I tested out some products from my Sephora haul. So I put them to the test and this is the look that I created and I am obsessed. Stay tuned to the end of the video to get my thoughts on these products, but let's go ahead and get into the demo of these products. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I am getting a little sick. I feel fine, but I'm definitely losing my voice. But I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. So try to bear with me for this video. So I just primed my eyes and now we're getting into the Anastasia Rose Metals eyeshadow palette. And I'm swatching it. So this is Rose Quartz. Then we have Royal and Haze, which is a beautiful duochrome. Then next we have Rose Fire, Sun Rose, and Nova. And this is what the first row of swatches look like. Next we have Heavenly, Element, and Ashes. Then we have Dune, Nocturne, and Noble. And this is the swatches of the second row. So now I'm taking Dune and Sun Rose and I'm going to be using this as a transition. So I'm going to pop this into the crease and really pack and diffuse the color, and you just want to build it up to the intensity that you want. I still wanted to kind of keep it like soft, so I didn't do too much, but it's definitely really pigmented. So now I'm just taking Sun Rose by itself and I'm just using that to soften and diffuse the edges of the transition shade. Now to deepen it up, I'm going into Noble, which is this beautiful chocolate brown shade, and this honestly goes on deeper on the eye than what I was expecting, but I'm just focusing that on the outer corner and then bringing it a little bit into the crease for depth. So here I cut my crease and now I'm diffusing that brown with the shade Dune. And then once I have Dune diffused, I'm taking the shade Sun Rose to soften that on the lid shade, so we have a nice transition. So now for my actual lid shade, I'm going into the shade Haze, and it's more of a like topper shade, but you can pack on this color and it will become opaque. And this definitely has more of a green gold shift. And now I'm going back into Noble, which is that chocolate brown, and I'm just smudging the top lash line just to give it a smoky effect. So now I'm taking this Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder, and it comes with this little scooper, and I'm scooping about this much of the product out. I'm rubbing it into my hands and I'm focusing it first into the pores because I have a really big pores, and then I'm just spreading it out to the outer parts of my face. And this texture was definitely interesting. It's definitely going to take me a little bit to get used to, but I would say it does have a blurring effect. Like right here, it's not that noticeable, but it does a little something, okay? So yeah, I'm just comparing, and now I'm just adding the other side, and as you can see, it's very slippery, very emollient, and I was using rubbing motions at first, but honestly, pressing it into the skin works the best. So I start off rubbing it in, but then I go and just press it in. So now I'm taking my favorite foundation, which is the NARS Soft Matte, And this is when you can start to see the magic, okay, of this blurring balm powder. Like, you can already see how smooth my skin looks, and it did not feel tight at all on my skin. So now I'm just taking the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer, and this is like maybe 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just highlighting where I naturally highlight. These are the lashes I'm using, and now I'm taking an even brighter shade from that Sephora concealer and using that to add a little bit of pop and to do my nose highlight. So now I'm taking Freaky Peach Trio from One Size, their 3D blush trio. And I'm just building up that cream blush, and it is so pretty. I could have added a little bit more, but I added enough for you to see the color. So now I'm just going and blending that concealer, and this just blended out so beautifully underneath the eyes. And now I'm just setting underneath the eyes using my Colourpop Pretty Fresh face powder. And honestly, I love this stuff, and I love how affordable it is. I literally cannot stop putting it down. So I just like to go with a pressed powder first to set underneath the eyes. And now I'm taking this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana, and I'm just going to use that to bake. And then to set all over the face, I'm taking the Matte Velvet Pressed Foundation Powder, and this baby is pigmented, so definitely tap off the excess and then press it into the skin. And this literally is so blurring and so smooth. Like, my face looked so amazing with it, and you couldn't even feel like anything was on your skin. So now I'm taking the One Size bronzer trio, and I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up the skin. And now I'm starting to do my nose contour. So you just want to be very careful because you don't want to have any like super harsh lines. And now I'm taking that baking powder and cutting underneath the cheeks. Now I'm going into that Freaky Peach matte blush, and I'm just going on top just to bring that blush back onto the skin. And now I'm dusting away that setting powder, and it did not leave any residue at all. And it just looked so beautiful, so skin-like. And now I'm taking a clean brush and I'm just dusting away that powder, and just look at how smooth. Like, I cannot believe how smooth my skin is looking. So now we're on to the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 1 highlighter palette, and we're gonna do some swatches, of course. And like, look at that already on the fingers, like it's already so blinding. So the first shade is Like Duh, then we have Common Sense and Piece of Cake. Then we have Easy Breezy, No Prob, and Smooth Sailing. And these are the shades. They're very reflective. I'm first going to start off with No Prob and just highlight the skin, and it gives you a nice soft glow, but I love a nice highlighter, so I added a little bit extra, did about 2 layers of highlight with just No Prob, and she is a stunning bronzy gold shade. But I'm a little extra, so I'm actually going into Easy Breezy just to, you know, add a little bit of brightness to it, and she is glowing. I also popped Easy Breezy onto the nose, and then I went into Common Sense and did a little brow bone highlight, and I was not ready for that. Like, look at how pigment that is. This is the final look. and I'm literally obsessed, okay? So we're first gonna talk about the eyeshadow, and honestly, I'm in love with the eyeshadow, okay? This is the Anastasia Rose Metal palette. It's just so gorgeous. It is giving me a little bit of the Jaclyn palette, mixed with like modern Renaissance, but I love it. It's super pigmented. I love how deep you can go with that brown. I honestly didn't know how deep I could make this look, but the pigment on this palette is beautiful. I love that I was able to build this lid shade, because at first when I was applying, it was giving very much like eye topper, but I was able to pack it on, and it is like a duochrome, like gold and green shade, and I'm here for this look. The eyeshadows are super soft, they blended out really easily, and I'm definitely in love. The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. This blurring balm has a very different texture to it, and honestly, it felt like I was almost applying like a thin layer of Vaseline to the skin. So it's gonna take me a little bit getting used to the primer. And when I applied the primer, I didn't notice that much blurring, but on the skin, honey, look, flawless. Okay, so I definitely underestimated this product. She definitely worked well, and I used this as a primer, so I didn't add any other primer. I just have the blurring balm and then my favorite foundation, which is the NARS Soft Matte. This definitely helped perfect my base, and I really just can't get over how flawless my skin looks right now. I did bake my face using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD setting powder. I've never used this, but baby, I am all smooth, okay? No creasing. It did also help brighten. I used the shade Banana, and I even used it to bake underneath my cheekbone, and there's like no like residue of powder, and I'm loving this. And I set my face using a new pressed powder, which is also from Makeup Forever, and that is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. And my skin literally looks so smooth. I can touch it and there's literally like no transfer, and it just feels so smooth and velvety. These Makeup Forever products definitely have a blurring technology in them, because I've never seen myself this smooth besides using the One Size products. And speaking of One Size, I did test out a new blush from One Size, and that is the 3D Cheek Clapper, and this is the shade Freaky Peach. I love how buildable this formula is. I only used the cream and the matte today, and my blush is very much blushing. I didn't want to do too much blush. I wanted to keep it nice and light. For me, the star of the show is definitely, okay, the Danessa Myricks Light 1 highlighter palette, okay? From the swatches alone, like that is insane, okay? I'm so happy. I'm so happy I picked this up. Like, look at this. Look at this highlight. Like, I only used a little bit, okay? A little bit, and it is, okay, glowing. It's giving skin. You don't see any texture. It's just smooth. So yeah, today was definitely a successful makeup look, but this is my first impression of the products that I picked up from my Sephora haul. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All products are gonna be listed in the description box, even my lip combo. So yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.